What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a super quick video, and today we'll be talking about interior defense. We'll talk about all the stuff that it does, the sweet spot if there's any, and at the end let's talk about the changes that you must know. I'm not talking about just one change, I'm talking about a couple of big changes on this stat. This one here came from lots of comment requests, so just let me know in the comment section any recommendation for a topic. So now let's get right into it. So after playing around with interior defense, here are the things that I found out. First one, it affects your post-up defense, and that includes the actual backing down action and special moves like drop steps. And here you can see, 99 interior defense can't be moved by Ingram, but the one with 25 interior defense, even Zion is bigger and obviously have more strength than BI, but since you only have 25 interior defense, to some extent, BI can push through for a bit. Next one, it affects your hands up and jump contest coverage. And for the test to find a sweet spot, I'll be doing these sequence here in lots of repetitions, and I'll take note of the coverages and get the average, and I'll put it on a chart. So for the first batch of tests, I tested for minimum, midpoint, and maximum, and you can notice here that from minimum to midpoint, the boost is not much. Then as you move past midpoint, it starts to build up. And by the way, for those of you who are wondering why I always go for extremes, like I go for minimum, midpoint, and maximum first, that is to get the bigger picture first, then on the next batch of tests, that's the time I will zoom it in on a particular part which is mostly used. So in this one here, I'll be zooming in on this part. Same test for this one, but with more inputs, and you can see here that it's kinda linear. But I can see a super small dropping, but it's not too steep. There's no sweet spot, so I can declare now that if you want to double down on your paint defense, you can put as much as you want. It's not like your pass accuracy rating that at some point, boost will just start to drop on a steep curve. Don't click off yet, now that you already see the chart. We still need to talk about the big changes. So before we go to the next part, just want to invite you guys to like the video if liking so far. And if you're new here, I'm Choots and I do lots of detailed badge and stat testings. First week, I'm going to do stuff like, speed with ball, strength, acceleration, vert, and all the stuff you need to know on the first week before you finalize your build. And I'm doing this thing full time, so expect a lot of videos coming your way. Trust me, subscribing to this channel will be one of your best investment this year. So now going back, for the first big change, it doesn't shrink the ball handler's dunk meter green window. Last year, based on my test, the lower interior defense you have, the bigger green window of the dunker. That is not the case this year because based on my test, in here I tested for 25 and 99 interior defense, and if I do dunks on the same spot, it's hard to see any difference at all. Maybe there's a really small difference in there that I just can't see it, but I highly doubt it because we're talking about minimum and maximum here. Last year, it was really noticeable. And I might ask, Choots, then what are the stuff that can affect the dunk meter green window? I haven't tested everything yet, but I can give you two. First is the placement of the defender. And here I got 25 interior defense, and here it's going to be too small, but the moment I go deep down the rim, it'll be bigger. And there I was using the same player. Next one, it's going to be the dunk rating of the dunker. And to give you an idea about the difference between 70 and 99, here you go. Now I might say, Choots, now that interior defense doesn't affect the dunker's meter green window size, does that mean that interior defense rating was nerfed? Not necessarily, because the next big change that I noticed is a buff. Last year, the effects on jump contest is not too far from hands up, but this year, there's a lot of impact that your interior defense can do in terms of jump contest. So yeah, it lost a function, but gained one, so it's really hard to say if it's buffed or nerfed. But safe to say, it has changed. So now for the summary, interior defense can help you defending the paint, and that includes your post moves, jump contest, and hands up contest, and it doesn't affect the dunk meter green window of the dunker. And in terms of flow of the boost, there's not much boost from minimum to midpoint. Then from midpoint to max, boost starts to build up, which means it's worth the max. I know there's a really small drop on my chart, but that's too small, it's not like a steep drop. So that's all for the video. Again, would be really awesome if you guys can check the channel out for more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.